Hi, my name is Devina. Thank you so much for joining my new channel today. Today I have a tarot card spread for the signs of fire, which would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, and if the title, jumped out at you, perhaps there's a message in it for you. This is meant to be weekly, but it's also timeless based on if you noticed it in your newsfeed and it jumped out at you, because messages sometimes are timeless. So just when you find it, you're meant to get it. And if it doesn't apply to your situation, don't take it, just take what does, please. Okay, so I'm trying something new today. I decided that I was going to offer an additional message at the end. You can stay for that. I'll have it time-stamped according to your sign. And it's if you feel like you need to balance something in your energetic body where there might be some blocks. So I will roll this pyramid represents fire signs. It's the sacred geometry for fire. And let me see, what is the name of it? It is a tetrahedron. The shape of a pyramid is a tetrahedron. I did not know that, but now we do. All right, so person watching this video today, I pulled a card for your state of mind, and amazing as that could be, you are the emperor in your power. You are the lion. Emperor is usually Aries, but this card looks like a Leo. Take it how it applies. You're fire. You're in your fiery, passionate, magical, magician self in your state of mind today, friend. But it's funny because it came out, I pulled 3 cards. It came out with Medusa, which is also overcoming your fears. So perhaps you're at that point where you're ready to let your fears go. Pretty powerful. And your difficulties right now, there is some sorrow. You're dealing with a heartbreak as well as the need to rest. 4 of air is generally 4 of swords. It's time to take time out. And you got this with another card that shows that it's time to take time out, and this moon fire, 2 of air. So you got 2 in your difficulties, just saying that you really need to focus on time for yourself right now for healing after a heartbreak, perhaps. This is nurturing your inner worlds, your spiritual world. You see she's off to the distance, staring off at this like fortress on the cliffside there. But she's protecting her inner world. So that's the difficulty right now. Perhaps you just need to slow down and do that. Create that space. Now in your career and communication, you got 5 of air, which shows a little bit of a conflict amongst other people. It could be just disagreements, things like that. With justice, the balancing of scales. So no matter what happened at your work, let's just hope for the highest outcome. It says that it's balanced. There's going to be some justice involved with your career and communication with the north wind. The north wind represents winter. It's also very cold and bitter and forceful. So I don't know if you were involved in some conflict with others in your career communication that was forceful and not very kind. But that is showing up today. And on your romance, there was actually 2 cards fell out in a very unusual way, so I went ahead and took those. First card out though shows that you're the star, you're hopeful. You are like the Virgo in the star. Maybe you have a Virgo moon, maybe not. I just see the moon behind her and the star crown around her head. Star is an amazing positive card for romance, generally speaking, right? And then second of all, you got Tower. I don't know if a lightning bolt moment happened in your love life, your emotions, with the Empress. You see her, she's abundant, she's got the portal behind her, and she is surrounded by love. Look at that woman. She's got finances, she's got the birds, she's got the rabbits and the butterflies of transformation, and it came out with the Tower. And L'Air is somebody, a lover. He can be like your worst enemy if he's very ruthless. If he's on your side, he's okay, but he can represent a thief. Notice how he has a sword behind him. He's one of those people that you got to be careful with your heart with. There. He may not be gentle with your heart. He may be fun in other ways, but just saying, I don't know what that represents. You might know in your, take it how it applies in your situation, whoever's energy that is. Also, so in home and family, let's see, so that's your romance, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. Okay, 5 is home and family. And we first got the messenger of air, which this is swiftness. It's communication coming in that you didn't want necessarily, with another card that just says swiftness, which I thought was really strange. I'm like, okay, so there's something in your home life happening that's going quickly, a lot happening. That's why I think you need to, your difficulty is to settle down and relax and heal, because there's too much going on at home. It came out with 2 characters. Perhaps this is you, perhaps it's your partner. Maybe there are people in your house that represent these 2 in your home life. These characters. Dango is fire. He is very, he's fun. He walks the tightrope. He's unpredictable. He's Dango. Bethany is the, she represents hearts. Bethany is really beautiful. She's able to remain innocent yet fiery and passionate in her emotions, and she's just a really beautiful, like magical creature. All right, so moving on to unconscious foundation. There is a lot more going on here, my friend. You have Page of Fire. Page of Fire is pretty good. There is some fiery stuff going on within a young energy creation. There's some, maybe a new project in your unconscious foundation that has sparked your inspiration. It came out with the Beggar. This is lack mentality and futility, 7 of Swords. So perhaps you're coming from a place where some things that you worked really hard did not work out. It was futile and you felt self-defeated, or maybe you just felt defeated. The Beggar is about also, it can represent leaving the past behind. If you came from a place of lack, make sure you don't need that anymore. You're not operating in that energy. You don't have to carry it with you. Let it go. Now, your outcome is pretty good so far from what I pulled. You have 2 of Air, which traditionally represents, 2 of Air traditionally represents a choice or stalemate. But you know what? Let's see what this represents. 2 of Air. I don't know. Not in this deck anyways. Stalemate, okay, it's the same. It represents the same. Some decks change, some don't. Considering your options. All right, you're considering your options. This also showed up. This is about obsession. It's about fire. It's about doing everything, getting what you want at all cost. And it's negative state. And a positive state, you know, it's about using your passion. It's tenacity. It's the person who puts the charm on and gets what they want with Temperance. Temperance is, you see the dualistic black and white nature, water and fire. It is the balancing of opposing forces. Temperance is a really, really good card to get in your outcome, okay? All right, so do we want to know anything else within this reading right now? I was going to let you know too, bottom of the deck for the first one was Fortune and Wheel. So something is turning in your favor. This is a beautiful Wheel of Fortune. I love these cards. They're really pretty. And 6 of Wands, success. So my fiery friends, my fellow fire signs, I think that what you got to get through in your difficulty is the sorrow and heartbreak, and just really commit to your self-love and your healing. Your career, there is something that happened conflict that didn't feel so great. Romance, you got Tower with the Empress and this lover boy and Star. Summing it up, your home life, you have two characters. You have Bethany and you have Dango. Dango's fire, Bethany's water. And you have something going on swift, so fast it's hard to keep up with. And unconscious foundation, you're going to possibly go for something that inspires you and start a new creative project. Okay, so do we want to find out anything else? You know what? I think we do. We're going to pull one more card. This is something you can focus on today after this reading if you wish to do for your healing journey. Everything is about that. For our highest outcome for all, right? That's what we want. We want to live in our best possible outcome for all. Get out of the mind, out of the worry, and overcome this whatever this thing is called life. We're gonna do it. Yes. All right, advice for the person watching this video. Ah, beautiful card. It says be authentic. You will do the world a favor, even if they don't understand you, which believe me, they probably won't if you're not just like them. They won't understand you. All right, what did I do with be authentic is number 25. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 is a spiritual number. So perhaps you're focusing more on your spirituality now. All right, dear friend, let's just get one last thing here before I roll the tetrahedron. Clearly and decisively make your own choice, speak your truth, and be your own you. Allowing the opinions or expectations of others, real or imagined, to dictate what you do is a way of hiding your light, staying small, and withholding your singular and precious gifts from the world. Unfailingly, it will lead to a life that feels boring, stuck, uninspiring in the extreme. On the other hand, living authentically means discovering and claiming your very own opinions, desires, and passions, and letting these be the guiding lights that illuminate your sacred path. Take some quiet time alone. Look at this. Quiet time alone. Time to identify what is true for you in this situation. And then let all your decisions and actions stem from your inner truth. Oh, I love it. I love it. Even if it feels challenging to share your core self with the world, your brave vulnerability is the only thing that will allow you to be seen, known, and appreciated in the precise way your soul so earnestly desires. All right, so my dear friend, I think you're going to do this. You have it. You have fire in you, my dear. You came out with this like fiery, powerful emperor with the lion head. You can't beat that. That's brave, bold, courageous. You know, other people are just envious of the Lion King or Queen. All right, so treat yourself with integrity and respect and honor your soul's direction. Clarify your heart's vision, and you will succeed in bringing beauty and healing the world. Oh, I love that message. Be authentic. Okay, so if you want to stick to the end, this is going to be, next is going to be for Aries. I have a chart for chakra. So let's just see. Now remember, take what resonates, and if it doesn't feel like you, then don't take it, my dear. There's, you know, this is a general reading, so that means there's going to be a big collective here. I am reading for a collective of fire signs today, and all signs. So take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? Something that Aries might need to look at if for healing and blockages in their energetic body, what would that be? Oh, my dear. Okay, you got heart chakra, fourth chakra. Harmony, trust, loving, gentle with yourself. Are you gentle with others as well? Are you flexible? Are you open to new people, ideas? Are you open to growing? Coping with loss. Are you doing this? Are you finding balance? The heart chakra is involved with your lungs, your blood pressure, your lymph system, your immune system, and your breathing. All right, let's get some more additional messages for your heart chakra. It is the, in music, it's F note. Yum, A. Okay, flute and wind might help also listening to these kinds of air instruments. All right, heart, the higher expression of all. Touch is important. I always tell people when they get this to make sure they're getting touch, especially if you're a single person. Get massages if you can. Some of the things like addictions, if a person has like caretaking relationships that, you know, the boundaries are not so well established, it might be something to look at. You know, just to be more loving and compassionate. As far as stones, if you're into crystals, that might help is emerald, fluorite, chrysocolla, and aventurine. So if you know about crystal healing, you can put it around your heart chakra, do some meditation with the crystals, and set your intention to heal, to clear out what's not helping your heart region, your energetic body. And then you ask your higher self or your angels, your guides, whoever it is you work with, to help heal this heart of yours and get that heartbreak healed. Because if it doesn't get healed, you're gonna cry too much. You're gonna have, like, you're gonna be in a state of mind of this, you know, like, oh my gosh, what's the point? You know, and there's always a point. It's your choice. It's our choice, right? Okay, so my friend, I hope that this helps in some way, help you find harmony and balance. Until we meet again. All right, next one. This is going to be for Leo, my fellow lions. Oh, my dear friend, you've got orange. And you know what? I forgot to light my candle. I blow it out after every video, and I didn't light my flame. All right, dear friend, for you, I'm lighting my candle. It's never too late to turn on your fire, friend. Never, never, never. Turn on your feline beauty. All right. Orange. So there's my orange behind me. It's one of the things that I am working on as well. It's about your empathy, your feelings. It represents your spleen, your blood sugar, your urinary, your adrenals, your ovaries, uterus, your kidneys. This is your orange chakra. It's very, very important. This is your emotional needs, your boundaries, trust, warmth, intimacy. Are we attached? Are we able to let go? Are we able to let go of an obsession? Are we able to let go of what no longer serves us? Addictions, pleasures, joy, beginnings and endings is in this area. This is below the navel to your first one. To your perineum is where the other one starts, at the root and the base and the bottom. And so this is your orange. Let's see what helps you with this healing here. The musical note D and O, them and stringed instruments, string guitar, there's violin, there's all of those strings. Let's see, any kind of stones, if you work with crystals, is moonstone, carnelian, and fire opal will help. So you might want to put one of these stones in this area over here below your navel. This is all of that creativity, your expression, everything that you want to create in your life is coming from this orange power center. And by the way, my daughter painted that. She's a little artist at her little age of 11. She just loves art. It's like her thing. Every day she wakes up and she's working on art. And that's just what she does. So I have her painting there displayed. But anyway, so if you're craving sugar or alcohol or have a problem with addictive relationships or boundaries in relationships, you want to balance your orange chakra. It's your emotional energy. It's going to help you take on challenges, and it provides life force energy. All right, dear friend, I hope this helps you in some way. It gives you something to look at that might need to be worked on. So until we meet again, blessings. All right, last one, Sagittarius. And by the way, it represents Sagittarius too, the Temperance card on this particular deck. All right, it just landed, it landed on 2 and I took it off. I apologize, but I saw it. It landed on your yellow and your heart in both of these. Okay, so we're gonna start with the area that had the biggest part of my fiery sacred geometry symbol tetrahedron. It was yellow. It was the solar plexus. It was right in here. It is this area between your belly button and your heart. It is your mental attitude, your willpower, your clarity, your thoughts. Are you worrying too much? What is your outlook? Is it rigid? Is it flexible? Those kinds of things are something to ask yourself, because if you are too rigid, then you want to work on the opposite of that and try to learn flexibility, right? This also, it says you might want to eat complex carbs and grains, stay away from starches and caffeine. This is your logic and your thoughts. Also, how we see ourselves is in this area too. One of the stones, there's actually 3. You can meditate with the golden topaz, citron, amber, or tiger's eye. That's 4 actually. All right. What else? The letter E, denote in music, E, ah. Perhaps you need to do some ah. Clear. That's an example. All right, so yeah, this area is very important. If you're having digestion problems, it involves your blood sugar, stomach, liver, small intestine, pancreas. So if there is an imbalance, you'll know in the physical. It will manifest from your energetic body to the physical if it's not addressed. All right, dear friend, I hope this helps. I hope that you're able to find some balance in this reading. You got something out of it. If so, please like, share, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again soon. Adios.